Okay, YouTube, we are in the wee hours of the night. So, let's see what we get. Okay. So, what's going on? Temperance. Somebody doing okay. Feeling a little bit defeated. But they're doing okay. They're trying to, you know, get it together. Judgment. What's that about? I'm getting a sense of somebody feeling down on themselves. Lovers. Two of Cups, not the Lovers. It's a Temperance card. I don't even know why I'm getting that from that card. And Judgment. But then seeing the Two of Cups is like, okay, well then I guess that makes sense for someone. Okay. It doesn't feel like it's necessarily back to back. So, looking at this picture, okay, you have somebody who, that's bottom line, is what it is. Excuse me. I've been doing a lot of repairs on stuff, car and everything. So I'm kind of like, I'm like up late because I've been like researching stuff, yada yada yada. And I'm like tired, but I'm like not tired. Does that make sense? So anyway, I wanted to get a jump start in on a reading for tomorrow. So yes, I get silly when I'm sleepy. So you might have me busting out laughing for any reason. No, I don't drink. I don't do anything like that. I just get a little giddy and silly when I'm sleepy. So anyway, enjoy it. I got this Two of Cups here. So how I'm looking at this is, okay, somebody's like looking at this person. They're judging. Okay. So, hang on one second. Okay. Forgot for a second. So, maybe I should just go to bed. Anyway, get serious, Grace. People are watching and waiting for a reading. Okay. Judgment card is a card of Scorpio. And this is a Temperance card. So these energies are as far as, you know, maybe sometime during, you know, the holiday season, you know, November-ish, late October, November-ish, December-ish. What was going on during that time? Okay. Maybe something could be repeating itself, like a new cycle coming up this year with something different. This could have something to do with a, you know, Two of Cups situation. Okay. So what I'm kind of getting from this is looking at this. It's like somebody is like maybe feeling a little bit bad, a little bit off balance, not really certain about whether they made a very good decision, because Judgment is about making a decision. Okay. And it's regarding a, you know, relationship, a Two of Cups situation. All right. Now, we can take it as far as, you know, there could be somebody who maybe is very, very proud. They're like, you know what? Whatever decision you made was the best decision. It's fine. But somebody's really not really sure exactly that they made the right decision. At least one person is like, you made a decision, so stick with it. Okay? That's what that is. Now, there could be a lot of people that maybe, you know, backing this person, You know, maybe, let's say, you know, let's look at it in like, in realistic terms. You know, maybe there were people that were involved in a relationship, or maybe, you know how it is. People just, everyone has to kind of like, they have to talk about everything. They have to tell everyone everything. They have to tell their family. They have to tell everyone everything. Even if it's something as far as making the other person look bad to make you look good. You know, people have to tell everyone everything. And I have no idea what that's about, but you know, when people do that, it's kind of like this. You know, you start feeling bad about yourself. Let's say maybe somebody may have made a bad decision or a wrong decision. Or maybe they're just like, you know what, I'm not really sure that I wanted to, you know, end this, or whatever it is. And you tell other people something about that other person because in the heat of the moment you were angry and upset. But then after time goes by, the anger wears off and you're like, you know, I miss that person. I really like that person. I did that on such a, like, you know, I don't know why I did that or made that decision. But now I can't go back because I told people this and that trash about that person. Humans are so strange. I learned that when I was in high school. Not necessarily, maybe my early 20s. That, you know, it wasn't even, no, it was a teenager. You know, you don't necessarily tell people close to you about certain things because, you know, sometimes we get angry or whatever it is, especially when we're young. You know, I was young, you know, and I would, you know, if I would complain to my mom or something like that, then it would kind of like make my mom or somebody feel funny about the person I was dating. But then I was like, well, I'm really still in love with that person. I want to get back with that person. Because you know how stupid, for lack of a better word, or silly we are when we're young, you know. We're all about love and yada, yada, yada. And when we're angry, we throw a little temper tantrum. And then we can't take back certain things. So, but it's amazing that there's people that are like older that never really learned that lesson. I learned that very, very quick. If I didn't want people that I love or care about to think bad about someone that I care about, then don't tell them. It's nobody else's business. You know? Because you have these situations where it makes you look like a real fool. If you go back to that person. You know? That's what I see here. Now, this is also talking about no, I don't think it's about that. Okay, never mind. All right. Put these in their punishment corner. Okay. All right. So, who is this that is feeling? Somebody that definitely walked away. Somebody that left. Okay. They took a trip. Somebody took a trip? Yeah, somebody took a trip. Now, I love this deck. I can't help it. I love Tarot Z. But look at this. This person's leaving. It's basically what I was just saying. This person is leaving. They're trying to get away. They're like, you know what? It's just time to go. This person's clung on to them. Like, no, I don't want to let you go. That's what that is. This person is still with them. You know, whether it's in spirit, something about them is still hanging on, stuck, attached to them. Okay? Somebody could be trying to get away, and they're just having a hard time, you know, probably escaping the energy. Okay? Whoever this person is, they were very clingy. They were very clingy. You could have long hair. Somebody very thin, petite. Alright? One person might like to wear baggy clothes. Or maybe they've lost some weight, so some clothes are kind of hanging off of them. Okay. Yeah, I've been getting something about sideburns. Sideburns? You know, or like something like a little, that hangs a little bit low. Okay? Or maybe earrings. Something hangs low, or something's like on the side of the face here. There's something here on the side of the face. What is, it's like sideburns, but mutton chops, maybe, but maybe? Or something on the side of the face. Okay? I mean, it could be acne, earrings, or something like that. I'm getting something like this. I don't know why I'm getting this. Okay? I'm getting this. Maybe this, you know, something about their hair, you know? I don't know what that's about. Okay. Somebody wants to say that they have, that they're kind of sorry that they shut their mouth off the way that they did. Okay? And they're ready to, they want to give something another try. I got that song a little while ago. Tommy Page? No. Who sings it? One more try. I didn't know how much I loved you. One more try. Let me put my arms around you. Living all these lonely nights without you. Timmy T. It's been a long time since you left me. I didn't mean to make you cry. I didn't mean to disappoint you. I didn't mean to tell you lies. And after all that we have been through, won't you let me tell you why? Timmy T. One more try. I didn't know how much I loved you. It's kind of sad, actually. I'm not trying to laugh or anything. I'm just, again, let me reiterate. I'm giddy. I'm sleepy, you know. Or that could be somebody's coping mechanism. Sometimes I do that, you know. Sometimes people do that, you know, as far as like either shyness or embarrassment. Sometimes people get a little bit giddy, or they get shy and they kind of like laugh or something, you know, even though they might be feeling a certain way. You know, their attitude or their demeanor may show something different, or maybe the opposite of how they're actually feeling internally. But the exterior might be, you know, very opposite from what it is that they're feeling inside. Okay. Yeah. Somebody's putting on a happy face. They're putting on a happy face. But they really feel, I mean, because look, they look a little sad, honestly. Yeah, that's what's going on. Somebody shut off their mouth. So I don't know necessarily that I'm getting pride here. And I don't even know why I'm thinking pride, because it's not like I have, you know, certain cards, but well, you know what? I could say that, yes, pride for, yes. Yeah, I could say that. At least at the time, there was pride involved. Something about it has switched or flipped right on its head. Something switched or flipped right on its head. What is this? Turning over cards? Turning over cards, maybe? Somebody a reader? King of Pentacles. So, Eight of Wands. We have the Hanged Man here. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, somebody was just trying, okay. Look at that. I got to pull that out since I saw it. And then I got a message at the same time. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, the Chariot card. So that's a card of Cancer. Yeah, Cancer. Okay. We already went over it. Okay. Card of Pisces. Hangman. Again, Temperance. Scorpio. These are just energies. They could be time frames, though. Okay? These energies or these areas are kind of like mixed out in certain spots. So these are like sporadic spots. So during certain times of the year, somebody may be feeling a certain way about certain things, you know, a progression. All right. Anyway, now moving on. What I got from this was when I saw that Five of Swords. It's like this. Somebody did something to make somebody chase them. That happens a lot. That happens a lot. You know? I'm going to say this, all right? And I guarantee it's going to upset someone, but, you know, I can't not be honest, okay? I have to, because I'm here to try to help people. I'm here for more than just entertainment. I'm here for more than just knowledge and wisdom. I really do want people to kind of like, you know, figure things out so that they can find happiness and look at themselves and repair certain things within them and be cognizant and aware of certain things that they're doing so that they can fix them so that they can find happiness. Okay? It's a whole lot of it that kind of goes into it. But I really do mean this stuff sincerely from the heart. I really do want people to heal and find happiness. With that being said, you know, when I was in the closet, you know, I dated men, you know, I was in a very long relationship with, you know, with a guy and, you know, a couple guys. Well, one guy, very long relationship, 10 years. But I've, you know, always known a lot of guys and I know how a lot of them think and feel. I know a lot of, you know, I don't know everything. And some stuff is very disturbing, so I try not to know too much. But I know a lot about how, you know, men think and feel to a degree, you know. And then, you know, when I come out of the closet, you know, and being with women and seeing how very, very different women are. I'm not saying one is better than the other, you know, but I've been on both sides of the, you know, and I'm very observant of people. The thing is, I realize a lot of people that watch tarot are females, women. So I'm going to be real here for a second. So don't, you know, I'm just the messenger, but I really want somebody to know this. A lot of women do this thing where it's like they'll do things in order to make somebody kind of chase after them. I know guys do it too, but it's mostly a female thing. Okay? It just is. It's like they want to see how much you care. There's a lot that kind of goes into it. Okay. Yes, I'm a female too, so I understand it. But I've also dated females, so I've seen it. Okay? I've experienced it. Somebody could have done this in order to make somebody chase after them. Because they wanted to feel validated. You know? Maybe push somebody away so that they kind of come to them. Somebody may have done something, or they may have said something, or maybe said that they, you know, wanted to leave or break up with somebody and they didn't fully want to go through with it, but it was more or less like to get somebody to say, please don't go. Okay. If I'm making sense. It was like, not necessarily like it's a game. It's not like it was something that was funny or malicious with intent. It's just part of something that, you know, some people do. Okay? And that's what was going on here. If you don't want to let somebody go, then don't let them go. If you're not fully 100% sure, then don't say anything. You know, wait. That's kind of all I can say about that. At least that's my suggestion. Because somebody's definitely regretting an action that was taken. And the other person is like, you know what? That's the decision that you made, so I have to obey it. It's okay. You know, it sucks, but you know, you win some, you lose some. Somebody has a very different attitude about it. Okay? Sometimes things are beyond people's control. I know I've become that way. You know, where it's just like, you know what? Hey, I understand how the universe works. I'm pretty okay with, I've had a lot of people leave my life. I've had to, make people leave my life. I've had to walk away from people. I've had to separate myself from people for a lot of different reasons. With my heightened sensitivity and, my telepathy and a lot of things that I have going on. So I understand people very, very well, much more than they realize. I read people incredibly, incredibly well. Much more than people realize. Unbeknownst to them, I know a lot about them. Unfortunately, I'm giving away my secret, but that's another story. However, I've learned to not chase, When people say goodbye, okay. It's like a different role that I've adapted to where I'm no longer, coming from a feminine perspective. I'm coming from a masculine. Okay. And then you just move on. You either find something else to do, dive into something, submerge yourself into your work or whatever, or you could go try to find another person. Me personally, that's not my thing, finding another person. I'm not generally on the lookout, Whoever's in that energy that's what that judgment card is telling me. It's like, okay, well, that's your decision, and I have to respect that decision. I'm just going to keep my head up, and I'm going to keep moving forward. It's fine. It is what it is. Somebody knows the reality of life. And somebody probably knows, what this person's motive was or intention. Okay. Once the ball gets rolling, those things don't work on everyone. I tell people all the time, certain things in life are not one size fits all, especially human emotions. People tend to, at least, I can only tell you from my perspective. Okay. Now, this might help you to understand how somebody that you may have been dealing with, is coming from. Maybe they're not cold. Maybe they really do care, but perhaps, they've been through certain things and they, they could be feeling the same way that I am, because that's kind of like how I feel right now. At least it's making me feel like that's what this person's coming from. Okay. Yeah. Now, I hope all that made sense. The Five of Swords is not a good energy. It's like somebody wanted to do something to hurt somebody emotionally. The problem is the universe reflects everything back to you. Everything. So if you're trying to do something in order to hurt another person, emotionally, and that person has on armor, has on armor, or they understand how the universe works, they understand how energy works, or they're just like, what, hey, I have to dust myself off and keep moving because I can't just kind of stay down and out. A lot of people are learning to navigate that energy. They're realizing how certain things are. The older we get, the wiser we are. So you have somebody that is in that mindset or in that frame. They might have had their moment, but then they kind of like brushed themselves off, and then they just kind of kept moving along. What else are you going to do? That's kind of like the energy or the mindset that I'm getting from whoever this person is. So when you have that, and you're trying to send out this energy, this Five of Swords energy, that I'm trying to defeat another person. I'm trying to get the better of them. I want them to hurt so that they come back to me as a form of control, or as a form of whatever, or as a form of just, I want to know if this person really does care. It could even be something as simple as that. I just want to see if they care. If I try to break up with them, are they going to come chasing after me? That's how a lot of people are. It's in Hollywood movies, for God's sakes. It's not like it's something that's far-fetched. So, what happens is that the universe mirrors that back to you. If that's the energy that you're trying to put somebody else in to make them come to you, and they're wearing armor, or they're guarded, or they're protected, or they're just in the higher vibration, because that's a low vibratory energy. If they're in a higher vibration, that energy is not going to touch them. It's going to come right back. It bounces right back. That's how it works. So this person, whoever it was that was sending it out, it came right back on them. It came right back. All right? It's like that saying, you can dish it out, but you can't take it. All right? I don't necessarily, there's like a void. There's a void here. Somehow there's a void. It's like empty space. It's like the vacuum of space. Space. There's something here that's like space. It's almost like, and I can actually like hear like the hum or like the white noise. It's like there's something over the airways where somebody's probably trying to make some sort of a connection, or probably trying to send something out, trying to make somebody, read their message, trying to draw them in. That kind of stuff has to stop. That kind of stuff has to stop. Because whoever it is, they're just like, that message is not going to be reached. It's not going to be reached. That's a low vibratory energy. Whoever that person is, they're not in that low vibratory energy. They're high up. It's not even going to touch them. So, and literally, like, he's looking up at this person. And this person's like, I'm just moving straight ahead. This person might even have people chasing them. Maybe other people are interested in this person's like, I ain't got time. You know what? I'm here for success at this point. Maybe somebody can kind of come up on their horse and start galloping with me on the horse. They're not riding on my horse. That's all I know. They can like come up with their own horse and they can kind of like ride next to me. But they're not getting on my horse. Because that's only going to slow my horse down. Okay? They can ride with me on their own horse. And you have all these other people here that are just like, no, I'm looking up. You have to come up here. That's what that is. And this person right here is looking up. Literally looking up to see what this person's doing. And this person's like, I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's what that is. So. And again, and even like looking at the level. This is a lower vibration energy. All right. I think that's kind of it. What does this person need to know? Six of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. Nine of Cups. I know a lot of people like to talk about, narcissists and the narcissist decks, and how horrible they were. 9 times out of 10, I've never known a narcissist to really care. So narcissists don't look back. Narcissists don't. They're looking someplace else. They only look back to you if they need something out of you. It's not because they care or they miss you. They only look back to use you. Okay? So, am I feeling narcissism from this? No. Does everyone have narcissism in them? Yes. And that's going to show up in a lot of readings because at some point we are, all of us have a little bit of narcissism that can creep out, especially during arguments, just like this. It doesn't mean that this person's a full-fledged narcissist. This person was doing something to try to get over on another person, to get them, to make them feel emotionally, So I know when we are all in an energy of being wounded, we tend to look at the entire world as narcissists. And that's just not, it's just not it. It's just not the case. It's not a fact. It's not. It took me a long time to realize that too. Everyone is not a narcissist. They're not. Just because they do something that you didn't like, during your relationship, it doesn't mean they're a narcissist. It just means that you weren't a match. People have different needs, desires, goals. With that being said, I know a lot of people like to look at a lot of these love readings and they think it's their narcissist ex that's watching them and wants to come back. No, they don't care. If they are watching you, if they are a true narcissist, they're not watching you because they love you and miss you. They're just keeping an eye on you because if they want to use you again, if they want to defeat you again, if they want to humiliate you again, if they want to win again, that's it. It's not because they love and care and miss you. They're a narcissist. So, I don't really generally get that in a lot of my readings, So, just keep that in the back of your mind. All right? So, now, this Nine of Cups here, and this Ace of Swords. Whoever this person is, I'm getting something very mixed. So I'm getting it kind of two ways. Somebody sees you as like a snack. They're just like, they're actually really attractive. I wish I didn't feel this way. Because there is distance, there's this space, there's this void in between the two of you. It's the white noise. Nothing's kind of getting through. And this one person wants another person so bad. We have to think about the things that we're doing, the way that we're acting, the way that we are responding to people. We have to kind of like take a pause and step back before we do something that we really don't want to do. Okay? So, I'll get one more. Death. Look at that. Somebody could be like, not that they're literally doing it, but like eating themselves to death, drinking themselves to death. It could even be something like that. That maybe somebody's doing something to kind of like, yep, that's Seven of Pentacles there. That's interesting. You know what? Is that... I don't know what that is. What in the... I don't know what that is. I thought it was a cat laying on them, but... right there. It almost looks like a cat. Yeah. So this Death card is like dragging this person who's wounded. I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to kind of like get into what I'm getting about that. And that could be a few different interpretations, but I am getting really, really sleepy. And I think the general messages come out about whatever this is. But yeah. Somebody knows it's over, and there's nothing that they can really do about whatever the situation is. It's very possible there could be some kind of communication, but what I'm getting is mostly it could even be just one-sided, because it feels almost like somebody could be, trying to transmit messages to somebody. Literally, that's kind of what I'm getting, because I was like, I keep hearing like this like white noise sound in this space of this void, that somebody's trying to reach another person and they're not responding. So somebody could even be trying to do something to, to kind of get somebody. A lot of people do those things, and I don't think that people realize that those things are not cool, to try to do those things. And they don't realize how toxic that can be. It's, you don't use, somebody could, you don't use your abilities or your connection with someone against them. You know? So with that being said, this person is right to stay on that horse and to keep moving. They're absolutely right. That's, you know, if you're here on earth, you guys can use your mouths and speak. That's all there is. That's all I have to say about that. But anyway, there you have it. It's a very long reading, so. Alright, well, good luck. Subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up, and hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you'd like to reach out to me to book a private reading, email becomethestar1111@gmail.com, or you can DM me through Instagram, becomethestar, all one word, all lowercase. I do not reach out to people for readings. You have to reach out to me. That's how it works. It's a spiritual violation if somebody actually comes to you, somebody pretending to be a reader or anything like that, and they come to you. Don't give them any money. That's not what we do. That's not how we do it. It's a violation. All right? I have people pretending to be me. So you just keep it in the back of your mind. All right? It's getting old, actually. You know, more and more of these scammers that keep popping up. And they keep reaching out to people. People that have known me my entire life are asking me, did you message me? No. Come on, dude. You've known me how many years? Have you ever heard me say Grand Rising? If I wanted you, I would just text you. You know. So come on, we gotta get it together. All right. That's it. Like I said, I'm feeling silly because I'm sleepy. All right, that's it. Good luck.